Adam and Wack, I just want to start this podcast off. Before you say a word, happy birthday to my kid. She turns 4 today. We stayed up all last night creating, crazy balloon decorations and putting all the presents together. It was a whole thing. Then we wake up today.
She's a Scorpio?
I don't know. I don't really do all that.
She's a
But
Scorpio.
this morning we bring her in. Of course, she gets kind of overwhelmed and doesn't really react to it right away. So the video of her walking in kind of sucks. But we did it. Pulled off a very nice 4th birthday morning celebration. Saturday, taking her to the farm.
The farm.
The farm. It's like a special farm field trip type thing with all her friends from school.
So you got like a bunch of animals.
Play with the ponies, do whatever. I don't know exactly what we're doing with the animals.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Parker.
No.
You don't like my voice?
No, bro.
Throw some auto-tune
If
on
we're
that.
going to introduce Parker to really what it is, we're going to give it to her our way. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
What is that? What is that?
Happy birthday. The black man doing it. Happy birthday, Parker.
No, but I like The Simpsons. Michael Jackson, when he sings it to Lisa. Happy birthday, Lisa.
You would say some
Lisa,
more feminine.
it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. No?
You would take the feminine approach.
What's feminine about Michael Jackson? Weren't you just defending him? I called him a CM and
No, but
you got mad.
How you like adjust your voice? Like you and Brick Baby got some other stuff going on, bro.
You always have to include some kind of Brick Baby narrative within the first 5 minutes.
You know what? This is my fault.
I almost tweeted out Wack
This is my
100 got
fault.
good bussy.
What are you talking about, man?
I mean, I was just playing off an ongoing joke.
That's weird.
No.
That's gonna get Brick Baby hurt.
What?
What? Man, all right.
But,
Listen,
okay, he has a long history with Gucci.
you okay?
So it's not like saying that I was a fan.
No, whatever was there as a friend is no longer.
It was a strange choice.
Did you hear what he said on that other podcast?
There was a lot of stuff. I saw him dumping baby oil over his body.
Yeah,
Really
man.
more of a Wack 100 move. I would have thought that of all my co-hosts, I would have thought you would be the one to bust that move.
No, you wouldn't have. I'm the most manliest guy to sit at your tables. You got Lush.
Mhm.
When he get high, ain't no telling what he do.
That's true.
And the nigga name is Lush.
Yeah.
You know, ain't nothing about that masculine.
On Tuesday, he busted the same move that I busted on our most recent podcast, where he was busting off the mushrooms by the end of it, laughing harder than I've ever heard probably anyone ever laugh on this podcast.
Yeah, did you edited that part out? He had pulling on his nipples in here. That was kind of weird. You know, I listen like, yo, Lush, you know, soon as you get into it with him, he gonna let it go.
I didn't see him pulling on his nipples, although I mean, certainly
They
a
got the
possibility.
content. They just showed me in the editing bay.
Who has the content? The editors are showing you. I don't think that they should be showing you unreleased podcast footage.
Why not? What kind of weird shit are you on?
Because for sure you're going to use it to construct gay narratives and to twist.
Hey, look, bro, if dude want to put on his nipples in front of 2-3 men, that's his business.
Right.
Shit, his name is Lush, not mine.
Are you down for me to pull on my nipples?
Man, listen,
I
that's
shaved my
TMI.
chest today. How's it look?
Weird, this weird owl
I'm
Yankee.
kind
nigga.
of sick of my hair. It's been growing in.
You know, one day,
Really?
someday, somehow, some way, I think you're gonna step out. They're gonna kidnap you.
Who? The gay
community.
mafia?
The community.
They're going to turn me into a fifi?
I don't know what they're gonna turn you into, but boy, you keep teasing them like that.
I mean, I'm
But
just living my life.
The Brick Baby situation, I blame me.
Why you say that?
Because ever since I gave him those instructions, and I gave him what I told him what I think he should do, and I seen him react to it. He said, I don't think Wack's telling me anything wrong. I think he's right. I think I need to just be who I am and tone down the other stuff. And from there, he went crazy.
But
Doing a great job
I
of talking
noticed
about him.
on the podcast that we did the other day, there was a few on Hood, on 6-0.
But it's been a lot less.
A little less, but it's still there.
Yeah,
It's
but
not a clean break.
he but he's doing a great job at what he's doing.
Right.
See, I believe Brick Baby knows that the bomb is coming.
What's the bomb?
And right now, he's tapping into a whole nother crowd that doesn't care about certain things.
So his gay fan base will already be waiting in case
it ain't even about the gay fan base.
Exposed.
That's kind of more like the download fan base. It's just the other fan base that just cares about that he's a black dude with tattoos on his face that we think is funny, and he says these things and we think he's cool.
I was blown away by the Gucci Mane has good pussy thing.
Yeah,
just
we're not
because
doing that. We're not saying
that's something that I am in all my gayness and all of my homosexuality, I never would have thought of that. And then he is out here really gangster and he's dropping that kind of bomb. I don't know. I was kind of impressed, even though, it's like you really know the guy. So I feel like it is a little weird. Like when Orlando Anderson is saying that, or excuse me, Orlando Brown. When Orlando Brown is saying that Jay-Z has good pussy. I mean, he don't know Jay-Z, right? So it's like.
Dude don't know Gucci.
Yeah, he does.
He know of Gucci.
No, he used to be around him all the time.
Ain't no
back
way
in the day.
he know Gucci disrespecting that man like that.
That whole era of Atlanta, Pee Wee Longway, Thug, he was wrapped up in that whole
He don't
scene.
like Gucci.
Yeah, they don't get along.
Yeah, Gucci dogged him out.
What define dogged him out?
Gave him an issue. Gucci was running around kind of wild.
He kicked him out of the studio.
Yeah, but he kicked him out with force.
You think he kicked him in the ass?
Yeah, he applied that iron to that cranium.
No, I don't know about that.
That's a fact.
Did you watch the Swamp Stories about
Hey,
Break?
yo, bro, that dude couldn't stand it. He couldn't face Gucci back then.
Come on.
Gucci ain't no walk in the park, bro.
Neither is Zaire.
Bullshit. That's why his name is Zaire.
What? What? He was just born that way. That's just his name.
I know he was born that way.
Cash.
Born a bitch.
Okay. No, that's a low blow.
No, it ain't. That goes to the cranium, where Gucci Man applied the steel.
You're saying that Gucci Mane pistol whipped Brick Baby?
I'm saying that Gucci Man applied the steel to the cabeza, a.k.a. the cranium, and gave him a swift kick to the ass. First of all, how could a motherfucker kick you out the studio and you don't feel disrespected? Can't nobody kick me out of nothing without that studio going up.
Why? You can't just get kicked out of the studio?
See, you thinking as a white guy.
Yeah.
We talking about Brick that alleged supposed to be who he's supposed to be. Nobody could kick, ain't nobody around me you could just kick out of a studio without it being a problem. That's a fact.
He asked them to leave.
What?
You could just ask somebody to leave. It's not the end of the
Gucci
world.
ain't asking nobody to leave back then. Gucci gonna say, yo, man, get your bitch ass up out my place of business, you hear? That's what he gonna tell him. Gucci come, man, everybody knew that Gucci back then was extremely aggressive, extremely burnt out. And he was about that action. That's a fact. Like, let's stop acting like what Gucci was doing before he went to jail.
Right. No, we remember. He was wilding.
Yeah, Gucci not going to be sitting there, hey, you think you can leave the studio? No.
It was him and Kid Ink.
That's Mr. Ice Cream. Huh? But that don't,
he was supposed to be doing a verse for Kid Ink. They didn't have his money. Gucci said, listen, I'm over it. Y'all got to get out of here. I'd be like, okay.
Listen, if Gucci got up out his bed to come in there and do a verse and they pulled up and didn't have a bag, he ain't just said, he was a little irritated.
There's such a weird rap thing that you have to have all the money before anything can happen.
That's a fact.
Like only in rap and like maybe drug dealing.
It's called nigga business.
I feel like you just made that up right now.
No, that's a fact.
What? But why does it have to be like that? In so many different ways of life, things that are being done, it's like.
So you want the man to go in there, do a verse, and then come out and do saying, can I get you next week?
I guess when you put it like that, it does sound kind of crazy. Yeah, and for a lot of stuff.
You knew you was coming to get a verse. You already negotiated what it was going to be. You knew what you had to have when you got there to get it done.
Right.
And you showed up anyway without it.
But my thing is like, a lot of times we book somebody to do an interview and there's a payment involved. And like, from my perspective, it's like, you can trust me. You should believe me when I say that this is coming via Cash App, via whatever, within 24 hours, by the end of the day. To me, that's reasonable.
I'm not even doing that.
You wouldn't accept that.
I'm not doing that.
If you're rolling with Blueface and he's getting paid $10,000 to do an interview, he's not sitting down unless the money has been sent.
The only way he's sitting down is if I'm guaranteeing it.
Really? Wow. Oh,
and you know how many times that I had to pay, and I don't even, when I go do people interviews, you're going to run my bag.
So you're saying with me, if Blueface was coming, like if I was paying him, which I have never paid him for the record, we've always just done it off the strength. But if he was sitting down with me, you would allow me to say, hey, the payment will be sent by the end of the day. But
I'm going to ask you when you're going to issue payment.
But for normal people, that wouldn't fly.
If you was gonna tell me end of the day, then I would pay him.
That seems excessive.
No, it's not.
You're
It's
going to be
management.
paying fees by sending the money around digitally.
No, I'm going to pay him. He's not going to be calling me, asking me when he's getting paid. I'm going to pay him, then I'm going to wait for the payment.
You send him the money, and then you get paid by me, and you keep it.
I'm going to wait because I don't, as far as he's concerned, he's getting paid for his services when he sit down and does his service. If I want to put him in that situation, then I'm accepting responsibility for that. So I'm going to come out my pocket and pay him.
I just realized, you want to know why this stands out to me as kind of odd? Is because in the poker world, tons of money being sent back and forth all over the place. It's very, very normal for you to have a balance with somebody at any given time.
I don't know about you, but when I'm playing poker, she already getting paid with the poke. Shout out to R&B.
We get it. You're horny.
No, I'm just telling you.
The horniest man in the world.
What are you talking about?
How's your week been since I last saw you?
A little up, a little down. Business been kind of crazy.
Why? What's going on?
Crunch time, trying to close things out overseas. And, it's like the way we used to doing things in America. Sometimes it moves a little slower in other places.
End of the year, shit always kind of slows down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to lock down everything. We had a few more situations pop up. Just trying to get them locked down. And, at that point, it's more money, more attorney fees, and more this and more that and more this, and just going over paperwork and trying to get your attorney to sit down and rush this so you can send it back and, kind of like organizing things. So now I'm under the gun because I got to create the sanitary pads.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like last minute thing. So
can I tell you ever been to Joshua Tree?
Yes. I don't know why. I know that. Where?
It's like east fucking
on the 10.
Near like Riverside almost.
Yeah, on the 10. Yeah.
Like past Riverside. Yeah.
They got all them little Joshua trees out there.
Yeah. And I never really
they do raves out there, right?
Probably, yeah. I never thought about Joshua Tree outside of the fact that U2 has a classic album called Joshua Tree. You ever listen to U2?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, U2, that's like Metallica and them type of people, right? White people shit.
Sure. Okay.
Everybody knows what U2 is, bro.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say they sound much like Metallica.
U2 to black people is what Tupac is to white people. You're gonna know it even if you don't know the music. You're gonna know the name.
You heard of it.
Yeah.
You know it exists, even if you never listened to it. Okay. Anyway, classic album. We listened to it on the way there. But we go to Joshua Tree. Lena has the bright idea. She wants to get a big Airbnb little house. It's like 8 bedrooms, some shit like that for like us and her family. So we go out there. It's almost all women and then me and then the kids. And so we're all hanging out, doing our thing. There's an area called Pioneer Town. It's like, it looks like, the West. Like, it's like a real cowboy and Indian type vibe. Shit hasn't been fixed up in like 100 years, 200 years, whatever. We're walking around in the scenic Pioneer Town area. And as soon as we get there, I sort of look around. I'm seeing a bunch of like, punk looking people. I'm seeing some people who have like Yeezys on. I'm thinking like, okay. There's a hip element out here. So basically, I'm probably going to see some people who know who I am. This could be interesting because I'm with her whole family. And to them, it's always extremely shocking when anybody knows who I am. Seconds later, I'm walking up to the old country store. And who do I see? Tariq Nasheed. Probably the last person I ever would have expected to see in this kind of environment.
Did we have him here one day?
Yeah.
With Captain Zazaria.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was so blown away for multiple reasons. Number one, just weird to see somebody who's like, pretty much famous, like, anywhere you go and you go to a random place like this. Also, I believe Tariq Nasheed probably has, complicated feelings about the pioneers who, took over this country.
So think he was down there with a white woman?
No, he was there with a black woman.
What was he down there? What was he doing down there?
He was with the kids. He was doing, family stuff.
That's like white orientated, right?
I mean, what would be like a more appropriate vacation thing for
Tariq
a black man?
He was teaching his black kids about the Joshua Tree in the Pioneer City.
I mean, I saw him,
we can't trust
with his kids, and they were like, you pay for the pellets and then you like feed them to the goat.
Tariq dropped the sheet from your name, bro.
That's all I saw him doing. No, and then I have to explain him to her Armenian family, which is not easy. A lot of the Tariq Nasheed lore is you kind of got to be in the game to understand. I started explaining foundational Black Americans to them and how they're kind of like ops with the more recent immigrants. Very confusing
Did he
to
stand
them.
there like with his arms crossed while you explained it?
He wasn't there anymore once I started explaining who he was to them. But they, my wife was very excited to see him.
Yeah, he don't like the African people.
I wouldn't say he doesn't like them, but he certainly considers them to be an outsized source of America's ills, I think.
Well, they're not American, they're African.
Right, but people immigrate here and then things.
Oh, the people that were born here, they're African American.
Well, he stands on business for the foundational Black Americans. That's his team. He doesn't like to be lumped in with like people from the Caribbean, because they call them tethers, people who like come from other countries and then they basically like kind of like pretend to be like American Black dudes.
There's no pretending either you're American or you're not.
Right, but like,
what are you talking about?
But okay, if you're a Black dude from Nigeria and you come here and you maybe like work on your accent and you buy all the right clothes and then you try to like fit in with like a guy whose family lineage stretches back a couple hundred years, right? But like they could try to like kind of fit in out here, and so they have a term for that, which is like a tether, which is obviously this is completely outside of anything that I would ever normally say. I don't walk around thinking about like, oh, that guy, he looks like he could be a tether. But this is something that I've learned about from following Tariq.
I'm not African American. Either I'll go for Afro American or just American.
Why not African American?
I'm not African.
But your ancestry is certainly.
I'm of African descent.
Right.
But if two Nigerians, a Nigerian couple migrated here from Nigeria, born in Nigeria, had a child here on U.S. soil, that's African American, the child.
The child is.
The child is.
Okay, yeah.
Because both his parents are African, right? My roots start down at the plantation, and it kind of intermingles with what I call the Native Americans. And then, it came west. So when I go to Africa, I got to get shots. My system's different. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not saying nothing, but I don't know the ways of Africans. I don't know their food, their culture. I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
I consider myself African because when I went to Africa, I drank mad tap water. So I feel like, like I trusted.
Well, they have
to such an extent.
They have white Africans as well.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe
he's from South
mother
Africa,
or father or something like that. So, go down, it's what it is. To each his own. Me, I'm American, and I believe in the American way.
Right. So you're going a little bit more MAGA than I've heard you talk in the past.
No, I've always been this way.
Right. So do you feel like a lot of Black people might, not take pride in their American ancestry so much, and they look at America as the source of a lot of the world's ills, obviously with the whole slavery thing, Jim Crow, it's kind of fucked up, right? But you don't care. You're like, okay, America, because I kind of agree with that. Yes, our country has this crazy legacy of slavery, but we also are the country that abolished it.
Well, no.
We figured that out eventually.
I hate to say it, but, I believe I wouldn't erase slavery. Slavery was needed for the people to be who they are today. Without those people in Africa doing whatever they did with the slave trade and our people coming over here and the things that happened on the plantations, I believe that we were the race that was chosen to go through that because we probably was the only ones that can endure that. You understand what I'm saying? So by our people going through these things, it led to where we're at today. And I hate when people cry about what our people went through because they went through that for us to have the opportunity they have today. They probably in their grave like, what are you crying about? We went through that. We hung for these trees. We did everything that, we went through all of that for you guys to have the opportunity that you have today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, a lot of it is like, it's kind of like, it's cruel and real dark, but we survived it as a people because we still stand today.
But I feel like you should still be able to acknowledge that if you could change things, you would go back in time and be like, hey,
I wouldn't change nothing.
no slavery.
I wouldn't change nothing. Because to change it means that we don't know where we would be standing today.
Given everything that I know about human nature and like what the world was like until, you know, like the past 100 years, it's not really all that surprising that so many cultures partook in slavery. If anything, we're lucky to be in a world today where such things are shunned to the point where we can't even imagine.
I hate that our people had to go through it, but our people was able to survive and go through it.
Mm.
And you know, we stand today. We made a lot of leeway. You know, we dominate in sports. You know,
so you're saying if we had,
we had a black man in the White House.
If we had shipped millions of Irishmen out here, they might not have been able to hack it.
I wouldn't be here today because whatever transition that happened, what my people, right, in place of us would be the Irish, and we don't know what this will be today.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? We would be coming over here as the Nigerians come over here, I guess, and trying to intermingle. We wouldn't be rooted the way we are. We're rooted right now.
Mm.
You know, Louisiana, New Orleans, Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, these places like that, Florida, which is the deepest south you can go, it wouldn't have the culture that it has.
Mm.
You know, can you imagine?
I appreciate that you look on the bright side.
Can you imagine New Orleans without no black people?
Mm. It would be a different place, wouldn't it?
Yeah, soul food wouldn't exist.
Harlem without black people?
Soul food wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? A whole lot wouldn't exist. So it sounds crazy, but you know, sometimes you got to go through something to get to something.
Mm. Well, that's true. That's certainly true.
You know what I'm saying?
What are your overall thoughts on my visit to your Clubhouse room?
Great, man. They appreciated it. You know, they respect you on that side. They look at you as gang over there. On the hunter side, that is.
It was nice to get to reconnect with your trans lover.
And you know that every trans lover, who was that?
Or are you guys just employees? You just work together?
Who?
What is it, Naughty?
Oh, Naughty Nerd Ninja.
Yeah.
No, Naughty's part of the hunter side. Naughty's a admin. R&B manages Naughty.
Oh, okay.
Naughty's on the Girls Club, Electronics Network.
Okay.
But your boy sent me a DM with Naughty's picture.
Who is my boy?
Rockstar 2800.
Shout out Rockstar, who was hating on me for going on your room and not going to his room.
That don't even make sense.
Mm.
Who was Rockstar? You ain't nobody. Gotta stay in your place. That's just real stuff, bro. Like, I went and I was looking at my stuff. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I got the Rockstar. Bam.
Why did Rockstar DM me a photo of Naughty Nerd Ninja at Open Transgender? So you posted this on your story.
But it came from him.
I mean, she don't look too bad for someone who previously had a penis.
Listen,
no? Okay.
Listen, man. What are you talking about? We're gonna leave Naughty's a transgender woman.
But she probably would appreciate that I'm affirming that she looks like a woman.
Naughty's a transgender woman when it comes to the community. When it comes to me as a heterosexual man, I'm going to say differently, right? But respectfully, you know, Naughty wants to be referred to as a transgender woman. So
that's what I was just doing. I'm just saying she looks all right.
A transgender woman is, in all actuality, the opposite.
A biological male, yeah.
Yeah, right. But, you know, when it comes to the community, that's what Naughty is. Naughty got a lot of guys that chase him around Clubhouse.
Her. But, yeah, that's great. How do you chase someone around Clubhouse? Don't
you said your wife.
Right.
Her, right?
You want her to come to Clubhouse.
Your wife, her, right?
She's a her.
And then Naughty's a what?
Well, she presents as a woman. She clearly is living her life as a woman, so I'll give her her.
So Naughty and your wife are the same?
No, one is a biological woman and one is a transgender woman.
And a trans means what?
She transitioned from male to female in this case.
Yeah.
To me, that's just a respect thing. You know, you want to live your life that way, cool.
Listen, it's a respect thing, but where's the respect for the heterosexual community? Because the minute we start saying those things and we become them.
No.
That's
How?
a fact. The minute you start
I do not become trans by referring to her as a her.
The minute you start seeing a man as a woman and a woman as a man, you now become them because that's how they see it. So respectfully, I'm going to give you you are a transgender woman. When it comes to that, I'm going to give you that.
But the
But if you
pronoun
ask
is a
me-
bridge too far?
But if you ask me as a heterosexual man, what is a transgender woman, any transgender woman, I'm going to tell you that is a man.
I mean, biologically,
And
yeah.
the fact that you're confused by that lets me know that you're in transition yourself.
No, it's just a politeness thing to me.
Polite. Hey, listen.
If that's
there's-
your friend, why
there's
don't
no-
you want to refer to them
there's no
as what they
level of
want to be referred
politeness.
to?
There's no level of politeness that's going to compromise my manhood, brother.
If I don't think it's a threat to your manhood.
No, but what I'm saying is I'm already compromising by saying you are a transgender woman. That's how you want to be identified.
So what is wrong with the pronoun?
But as a heterosexual man, if you ask me what a transgender woman is, I'm going to tell you it's a man.
Okay. But
On
you
my
can,
mouth.
but you can't stick with her?
Nah.
It's just too foreign to your brain?
I mean, so what do I call my woman?
Her. She could be a her as well.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
I think your gay alert is like way too
I
sensitive
don't
here.
know. This is the reality. And the fact that people like you are really adjusting and saying the things you're saying is what's destroying and disturbing the world right now.
What if she
we have
asked
to
you?
be respectful.
What if she asked you, hey, could you please refer to me as she/her? That's why they put pronouns in the bio, which I agree is pretty stupid for the most part. But
you don't notice that I call naughty naughty.
Okay.
That's it.
What about them?
No, I call naughty naughty.
Okay.
I try to refrain from both of them because I know the he thing, they hear it one way, and I'm damn sure not going to say the she thing.
Mm.
So what I do, my equal medium is to just call Naughty by the name Naughty. And even with that, the name is a very feminine name. So that's me being very respectful.
Would you ever say it like naughty?
No.
You wouldn't do like a limp wrist thing?
But see, with you, like, I think really like deep down inside, you're like bi-curious.
No,
No, you're definitely bi-curious.
not really.
Yes, you
I
are.
never even touched a dick besides my own.
You let Sydney Starr sit on your lap.
And I felt the warmthness of her balls and asshole on my knee.
There it goes.
But we all like to be warm.
Yeah, my woman's warmth comes from,
Her vagina.
yeah.
Well, really from her body. You ever put a thermometer under your tongue and it's like 98.5? Doesn't that sound hot?
No, 98.6 is normal temperature for the human body.
That's almost exactly what I said. But I mean, that's warm. If the room was set to 98.5, we'd all be stripping down. It'd be way too hot. If you walk outside and your weather app said it was 98.5,
we wouldn't be stripping nothing now.
I would.
See, you slick.
I'd be
This
oiling
ain't
you
Brick
up.
Baby, homie. This Wack 100 you in here with.
And you got that good pussy.
No. See, that's what's weird about y'all. And the crazy part about it is what you put in the universe is going to come back.
Pussy?
Yeah, one day you going to slip and say that to somebody thinking it's cool and they don't know you. They
why-
going to kapow your ass.
That's why I stay blicked up so I can defend my
Yo,
right
hey, yo.
to be gay.
PnB Rock died with his gun and small in his back. What that mean?
Yeah, and his food was cold by the time I got out there. You heard about that?
I mean, you know, he knew better.
The fucking line cook or whatever, they delayed his food. So I don't understand. Is this guy being charged?
No, because that's cap.
Cap?
Y'all need to stop saying that.
Where'd it come from?
Somebody saying it.
I seen it like on the news.
I don't know. So it's a bunch of white people on the news talking about black people.
Who gives a fuck? Anybody can talk about anybody, right? Like, couldn't white people be correct when it comes to a
Okay,
crime?
so was he arrested?
PnB
Was the
Rock.
individual arrested? You don't think that would
That's
be
what I'm
accessory?
asking you. That's
No,
what I'm asking you.
That's why it's cap.
That's what I want to know.
That they need to sue.
So
They
you
need
think
to
this is
go
all
sue-
cap?
That's cap.
PnB
I mean, this food might have been delayed, but you can't say that the server delayed the meal, so the server's the cook too. Like, you all okay?
But look everyone's covering this. It's on The Breakfast
I
Club.
don't care about everyone.
Lovely Tea.
I don't care about everyone. One, I'm a black man. Two, I'm from Paru. Three, my name is Wack 100. We don't never care about what everybody's doing.
Okay, virtue signaling. But we're gonna check this out. Let's see where this is
fact.
coming from.
It ain't coming
New-
from nowhere. Is it an arrest? That's accessory.
New footage of the shooting that claimed PnB Rock's life suggests that he may have been set up by someone inside the Roscoe's.
Keyword suggests.
According to Anna Garcia, an analyst from True Crime News who recently appeared on CBS Philadelphia. I mean, these are CBS, it's a pretty legit
Anna
organization, right?
Make tacos.
PnB's murder seemingly occurred after someone inside the restaurant made contact with him. There's someone that spots him and does a fist bump, revealed the analyst, referencing the footage. We see this on video. The person then contacted someone else, a father and son team, who's the ones that actually killed him. The analyst then explained that PnB Rock's food was delayed by 40 minutes, seemingly because it was extremely busy that day. She then clarified that contrary to allegations at the time blaming his girlfriend, okay, we already know that, his girlfriend wasn't responsible. Yeah, the girlfriend, I mean... You're right that it doesn't seem like we have like an extremely official source.
I'm trying to put that on the on the brothers and the sisters, because it's fake, it's false. If that was me working in there, like I would be highly upset about that, because that could lead to somebody doing something to somebody.
Well, we don't even know what person she's claiming is like responsible.
Bullshit. They show the video. They show like the dude that gave him a fist bump is the one that did it. That's somebody taking the order. That's not the cook. Who delays the food? The one taking the order or the cook?
See, that is the weird part about it, is that if you were the waiter and the food was ready and you didn't bring it out to his table for an extra 20 minutes, 30 minutes, like, I mean, what? That's extremely strange, right?
The cook's not going to go for that.
The cook is going to say, all these other plates get brought out within minutes of me putting them together.
That.
Why would this one not?
The cook hasn't said that.
So you think this is all just totally made up?
It's made up so they can bring the story back and have something new to talk about.
That is kind of what I suspected as well, to be totally honest. But just because it feels like, why is an analyst on the news bringing this to the table when it could be charges brought against him?
Do you know what an analyst and a podcaster or a YouTuber have in common?
Well, just a bunch of random people talking.
They need content.
Yeah.
They throw that in there. The story that's been talked about for 2 years becomes a totally different new story. But some of us have a brain to say, well, first thing first, they would have took that server's phone, seen if any text messages went to the alleged killers, tied them into that, and charged them with accessory.
But then even in that article, it said that the food was delayed because it was extremely busy. Now, 40 minutes is a long time to wait at Roscoe's for your food.
No, that place ain't never busy. Not there.
Not like
Gower or Inglewood, yeah, but not there. Or even Long Beach, but not there. Nobody goes in there. I don't know what I knew what he was thinking, because he just did what he was doing there, and I heard what his girlfriend said he just had did to me a month or so prior.
What?
We're in New Mexico doing a show, Blueface on the bill, PnB walks in. Now, New Mexico, Nevada, Arizona got one thing in common. A bunch of Cali dudes on the run. That's where we be at. He walks in with $1 million jury on. I say, nephew, who you here with? He says, God has me. I said, nah, ain't no God. I said, Pitbull, Baby Crazy O from Harlem. FOI, I said, yo, Bodine got Blueface, you stay on him. Why you doing that? Because if something happened to you, they gonna swear I did it. He told me, God, he was out there by himself. It's crazy. Talking about God has me. And I heard the girlfriend said that morning, questioned him, why are you wearing all the jewelry wherever they were going? And he told her, God has me.
That's why I'm not doing the jewelry thing. I don't believe in God. I know he don't have me.
I mean, at the end of the day, he has some disbelief because he damn sure had a pistol in the small of his back, right?
Right.
So, you know.
But they said he shot him like, there was barely any conversation. Like, he barely had an opportunity to hand his shit over, right?
Well, at the end of the day, you know, when you got to know where you at. PnB been out here like 5 to 7 years. You know what's happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody goes in that Roscoe's.
But apparently he didn't really know what was going on enough to stop him from going to that Roscoe's, right?
He knew.
Do you think he knew he just wanted to live on the edge?
He was on some God has me type thing. He was on a God trip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, sometimes, you know, you got to remember, man, the devil was once an angel.
Right. No, totally. I 100% agree with what you're saying. Okay. Tell me about how this whole this battle rap arc went this weekend. You squashed some beef between A Verb and Hitman Holla.
Yeah.
Explain this to me like I'm an 8-year-old because I don't really understand what the tension was in the first place.
Okay, well, Hitman Holla and A Verb are both from St. Louis.
Okay.
A Verb is like 6 years older than Hitman Holla.
Okay.
He met Hitman when he was like 14 or something like that. A Verb and Hitman's father were close, right? They both was battle rappers. A Verb, Hitman Holla was battle rapping. A Verb was already doing his thing. A Verb, I guess started certain situations, shedding the light on Hitman. Somewhere in there, it became some friction.
Okay.
Hitman, as you know, a couple years ago, his girlfriend was shot on a home invasion.
Right.
Right.
And I understand his recent battle that became a focal point.
Avert has some comments about it.
They were making fun of each other for this.
That was Geechee.
Yeah. Oh, Geechee. Right.
Avert has some. He has some comments about it. It was some things. Hitman has some comments about, I guess, Averb's mother. She's kind of ill. Averb, forgive me, I'm just explaining this.
This is terrible. Like these
right?
Shouldn't you be able to agree to leave awful personal trauma out of a battle like this?
Nah, when the gloves off, ain't nobody safe.
Yeah.
So long story short,
these battle
it's
rappers,
been this
man.
thing. They've been wanting to get to each other, do something to each other. And I kind of like, where I come from, I could be the one started. I could be the one that squash it. Been on both sides of it. Me and Hitman close. A-Verb is 40 years old. Hitman like 34 now. And after Hitman's performance, he mentioned A-Verb's mother. So A-Verb like, yo, Wack, I need to, let's have a pod. Let's on the Hunter Show, your YouTube channel.
Oh, so this took place on Clubhouse?
No, on my YouTube channel.
Your channel, right. Okay.
Yeah, so we got in there. It was a lot of people, like 45 to 100 people in there. And Hitman just popped up. He hit me like, yo, I need to come in there. Like, just make sure everything is straight. So, he knew I was going to call it fair. A-Verb was on defense because he felt like I'm close to Hitman and my team is in there. Loose, the exposers all in there. And they were able to have a conversation. I was able to mediate it. And, when it started getting out of hand, I was able to kind of like just bag them both in the corner, let them know nobody's been robbed, killed, went to jail, or none of that. So at the end of the day, both you guys are battle rappers. You guys get on stage and say egregious shit to each other, and y'all absorb it, right? So if that's the only thing that's been happening, some words, right? Let's hit reset. Nobody has to apologize. Own what you said. Hit reset, and from this day forward, let's crawl, and y'all kill the internet beef, and then maybe from there, y'all can have a sit down, and then maybe from there, you can give the world what they want to see. A Hitman A-Verb Part 2.
Right.
And it's been working.
And so they were able to put the disrespect to the side. Like, what had to be discussed in order for them to kind of let it cool off?
No, I mean, that's what I did.
Okay.
I was in the middle mediating. I guess it had been attempted before, but I think, the relationship I had with Hitman, A-Verb respecting what I was doing. He's 40. And he understood that, I wasn't trying to make him look no kind of way, but at the end of the day, who needs that? Like I told Hitman, you want to be handcuffed looking back at Cinnamon, taking a deal for 15? Verb, you got people to be here for, right? He like, yeah. I said, well, let's kill it and move forward. So, they've been doing it. You know what I mean? Hitman's at peace. And I talked to Verb again, like maybe 2 days ago. And, everything seems to be cool.
Okay.
And I guess the battle rap world appreciates what I did. A lot of people see me as like a shit starter, exposer, the dude that reads the paperwork. The exposers ain't just here to start the fire. Sometimes we put them out. We expose the fact that this is like, it doesn't make sense.
I feel like the exposers just want to be in the middle of shit.
But somebody got to be in the middle of something, right?
Well, yeah, that's very general. But
you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was people in the middle of some of these situations, they probably wouldn't happen.
Can you update me on the exposers getting involved with this Spiffy Luciano telling situation?
I mean,
you sent me audio of you speaking to the mother of someone that he apparently told on.
Yeah, immediately. But I saw somebody sent me a rap, And I'm wondering, seeing the rap with
like a song.
with Sharp
Oh yeah,
and this Spiffy dude.
right.
Right? And so when I seen that, you know, you gotta remember, like, you know, I'm tied to you, they tied to me. So immediately when we seen it, we went to work. You know, we found the mother of the dude that Spiffy told on.
Right.
Snitched on him.
Right.
You know, and we got the content. She like, no, he snitched on my baby. My baby took his phone, marked him out. He went home, told his mother. His mother called the police, and Spiffy pointed my son out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she said, but don't worry about it because I'm the mother and my son's my son. And it was when they were juveniles. So we're going to go get to work. But the mother was like, I was in court with my son watching Spiffy point my son out.
Okay. And is this guy still locked up on this robbery?
No, he's in there for something else.
Something else, right?
His name is, I sent you the content. As fast as I got it, I sent it to you.
You sent me the audio of his mom talking about it. I didn't bring it to the table yet just because you said that she was working on getting the actual paperwork.
It don't matter. You can expose it, you know.
Okay. But do you know when we might have this actual paperwork? Because now I'm very, very invested in Spiffy being exposed.
Well, yeah, we definitely going to expose her. And that's somebody's mother.
Right.
A dude from Rolling 60s, so I forget his name. Something. Got a catchy name. But, you know, shit, you should just run the content, you know. Don't matter to me.
I just don't want to. I want to like do one big explosion of content. I didn't want to do like the phone call and then bring the paperwork. I want to do bring it all together.
I have loose. Get with her. Actually, I'm gonna put probably Lavish and Prince with her.
Maybe we could get his mom either to call in on Zoom or we could bring her in here.
We could definitely do that. I'm gonna put the research team with her, and then they could do the footwork.
When you were accusing his dad of having AIDS, where did that come from? Remember you said that to him on that phone call?
Yeah, Spiffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he was telling someone. He used to be signed to Big U.
Brick Baby was saying when they were arguing that he used to say that Big U was his dad.
Yeah, he did. He was signed to Big U.
Uh-huh. That's strange.
His dad, rest in peace.
Right.
But he was signed to Big U.
Uh-huh.
And you know, so you gotta look. That's why it was funny. Like when I met the little dude, they said, Wack, he was like 12 years old, he was a little kid. So him talking crazy now, I'm like, you know, I didn't get it. Remember, he went at me behind Boosie.
Right.
But you notice Boosie ain't going at me behind Spiffy.
And once the paperwork comes out, it feels like
it's a fact.
Boosie is going to have to cut ties.
Boosie's going to get away from me.
You think he will?
I know he will. If Boosie heard that man's mother saying Spiffy snitched on my son and pointing him out,
right?
Boosie going to take a step back and say, hey, homie, what am I dealing with?
We've heard reports that Boosie might not even know that Spiffy Luciano is living in his home in Atlanta. It might be like a squatting type thing.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where. I don't keep up with the little dude.
Right, yeah.
You know, he one of them little dudes, you kicking his ass and just go the other way.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. We got to expose his
I mean,
ass.
but he's hungry for clout. Like when he jumped
We're going
to
give him the wrong kind of clout.
Yeah, when he jumped on that song.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I'm like, what are you doing?
I know.
Then he mentioned your name.
And I'm the only person that ever supported his music career.
Yeah, that's a fact. You went against me for that.
Yeah.
What the exposures wasn't going for. We was on the case. You didn't have to call and you looked up, bam, you had it.
Yeah, I didn't even have to ask. It was just automatically delivered.
That's what it is.
That's why the exposers get a 10 out of 10 in my book.
Free little dirt.
We used to do this and it meant we were straight edge. I don't drink or do drugs, so I do this. Seems kind of cringe in retrospect. It's kind of like a gang sign.
What, that?
Yeah.
Yo, did you see it? I don't know if it was some trolling, but they said Trump hired a ex-Nazi for the position in the...
Yeah, I saw those tattoos. I wasn't really sure what those tattoos were. Trump hires...
I mean, I don't know if that's real or not.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Trump made Nazi ovens joke around Jewish execs. See, I support that. I like knowing that he's making edgy jokes. Wait, I feel like...
I just saw this other day.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, all right. Now we can do our examination. Trump's pick to lead U.S. military has tattoos linked to white supremacists and Nazis. Look at this classy gentleman.
There he goes. Yeah,
yeah, he looks
so are
real
those
cool.
Nazi tattoos?
Looks like a bunch of iron crosses from my perspective. Concerns are mounting over Trump's pick to lead the Pentagon. Fox News host and military veteran Pete Hegseth. CBS News reports that Hegseth was one of 12 National Guard members who were removed as guards for President Biden's 2021 inauguration over possible extremist ties. Hegseth has tattoos associated with the white supremacist and neo-Nazi movements, including what's known as a Jerusalem cross, a symbol used by Christian nationalists. In related news, the government watchdog Accountable.us announced it's launching a whatever.
So is that possible? Like,
I mean, it's like,
so he got one of his homies in office. He got one of his little homies in there.
it's just like, is that tattoo like guaranteed
I mean, you know,
to mean that?
if I
know.
was, you know, president, baby Cuban Rob and third, or definitely Lil John definitely be in the White House.
Right. And that would be a problem, probably.
Oh, and I'd be wearing on the fingers merch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be the worst part, is that you can't just like wear a t-shirt if you're the president.
Why not?
They make you wear suits and shit.
Nah, man, listen, you can wear a t-shirt with the suit.
You'd fight back against that?
Some J's on it or some Chucks. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about becoming a suit guy?
Yeah.
It seems like just too much work.
Nah, it's really not. Y'all, it's 5 basic colors of suits, so you can switch them up. But
But picture going on the road. You have to keep them all perfectly folded. You have to iron them before you put them on. You leave the house. It's hot. I'm dumping sweat. But I see how it affects the way that people are viewed. Somebody like Jordan Peterson, he wears a suit every fucking day. As a result, people treat him as if he's an intellectual, even if, you know, sometimes the shit he's saying sounds totally fucking retarded. And I've seen a lot of other people try to get away with this whole thing.
I'm probably gonna get me about 20 suits.
If you just wear a t-shirt and jeans or whatever.
Right now I got about 7 or 8.
It's even worse for me. I got like Lululemon workout pants on right now.
Yeah.
It's not good. I look like shit. I'm like,
nah, you chilling.
I'm dressed as if I'm going to sit in a chair and do a podcast for a couple hours.
I mean, that's what it's about. But I'm definitely like next year, probably about this time, I'll be in a lot of suits.
Think about
other type of business.
Okay, let's do this. Suge Knight. When I think about him, when I picture him in my head, I picture him wearing a snazzy suit, or I guess more like a flannel, a button up.
Yeah, Suge was more in button ups and K-Swisses. That was Suge's night attire.
It's tough when you're super fat.
Button up and K-Swiss.
Yeah.
And jeans.
He wasn't like a suit guy. He was more of a button up
I mean,
guy.
when he threw on his suits, you know, he had his boss thing going on.
Yeah. But if I just wore a button up like this every day, I feel like that would, it would make me seem more professional. Take the cigar out of the mix, I guess. But, there's a certain level. Like a t-shirt is like the most immature thing you can wear on a day-to-day basis.
I don't know why. I love t-shirts.
Me too. But it's just
I spent about $300 a month at the t-shirt T-Mart.
Do you ever feel like we're just kind of stuck in this like t-shirt thing and that we should just graduate out of it?
Man, if I'm jumping up and I'm running to the store, going to get some dog food, I'm chilling, I'm putting on my t-shirt, my sweats, sliding on some Nikes, some J's, and I'm cool.
I feel like if you
I don't want to, like, bro, like, what are you getting overdressed for to go do nothing?
I don't even know if you know who this is. I'm not a huge fan of him, so this is not really an endorsement. But this motherfucker, Jordan Peterson, like, I don't think I've ever seen him rocking anything besides a tie.
That's an actor, right?
No, this is actually how he looks every single day.
He's an actor, though, right?
No, he has like a podcast. He's like a, a professor.
It's this dude on that looks just like him. That's an actor,
right? This guy was a Zanhead for a while, which is kind of nifty.
Yeah, you might have saw it, bro. What is on Netflix? Like Prison Break. The dude that
Prison Break.
He cut his hand off.
Look at this.
Was burnt out.
Look at this suit. Red on one side, blue on the other.
Yeah.
That's very Snoopy badass.
You know who, like my financial guy?
Yeah.
Travis Wilson.
Uh-huh.
He got some stylish suits. Floyd Mayweather too.
Yeah.
Stylish suits.
It's just such a commitment to be a suit guy. Because then if you leave the house in a t-shirt one time, kind of fucks the whole thing up, right?
Nah, man. I'm going to switch it up. I wear suit t-shirts with some ones.
A suit with a t-shirt and ones.
Some ones.
So just a t-shirt and then a suit jacket and then the suit pants. But then Jordans. This sounds retarded. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm going to do it how I want to do it.
It's going to look bad. Yeah.
I'm going to do it how I want to do it.
You're going to look worse than if you just wore like a t-shirt and
I'm
shorts.
going to do it how I want to do it.
Like at some point I decided I wasn't going to wear
saying?
slides out of the house anymore.
That's good. That's like not safe.
It's just too unprofessional.
No, it's not safe.
Even these pants, I don't normally wear pants like this. Normally I feel like I have to put jeans on to come in here. This is the only thing I'm doing today. I was just sitting on my computer for like 6 hours before this, so I felt like it was
Yeah,
all
you
right.
be on that computer all day.
All
It's
these
like,
YouTube videos to watch. I got emails to answer. I got different proposals I'm writing up. We have like a video coming out that I have to write like a full script for. So it's a lot of time just on the computer.
Video. So you're doing the treatment.
I had one of our guys go out into the field and film a bunch of different footage, and then we're gonna film me talking and like a narrative thing, and then we're gonna basically like mix all this footage that we got into it. It's just our attempt at doing a little bit more of a high quality vlog that, you know, takes a few days worth of filming, and then you write stuff. And I'm just trying to step it up a little bit. You know, the audience just keeps getting more and more refined in their tastes. It used to be that you could just do these like shitty quality iPhone vlogs and like get people to watch it. Now it feels like you got to do more, which is unfortunate.
Well, you know, you're a very competitive guy.
I know. I think about that all the
Lil
fucking
Durk
time.
made it to LA, huh?
He did, and I was seeing people talking about they already know who his cellmate is.
Is that right?
You want to see him?
Who's his cellmate?
West Coast Gang Wars Instagram. I think he posted it earlier today. Yeah, right here. Just got some alleged news. Allegedly, Pete from Del Paso Heights Bloods is cellmates with Lil Durk at the federal detention facility in LA.
That's Sacramento.
Okay. Well, allegedly he's locked up on drug trafficking and kidnapping charges, but he's allegedly got a 24-hour-a-day meet and greet going with Lil Durk. So,
yeah, I saw him one of the homies from Sac.
Right.
Del Paso Heights.
Okay. Del Paso Heights. Yeah, I find out about a lot of new gangs from this thing. This is like the most disrespectful Instagram account possibly ever.
What you mean?
I don't know if I'll be able to find one right away, but a lot of times like somebody will die and then this dude will like the captions will just be like making fun of them. Yeah, look.
Oh.
Breaking news. It has been reported that Slabs Vario Sanfur S Blue 13 got tucked into bed after allegedly trying to press an op inside the store.
That's your boy's homeboy.
This is, yeah.
What's his name?
Compa Raider?
Yeah, he from Soundfake.
I mean, this is light. This is nothing. Like the shit that says, like, but some of this stuff, they'll be like really teasing and making fun of people's like gang affiliations.
Why they got Ray J on their site, man? What's up with this dude?
Who? Ray J?
Yeah, they got Lil Willie.
Ray J from East Side Centerview, Piru, claims some hyenas slid on him and tried to knock him off the earth.
Oh, no.
There was one, oh my God, there's like a bad one that I was sending somebody earlier. I'm glad I can't find it because it's particularly offensive. But, oh no, you know who it was? It was Fat Jack. It was Fat Jack pulling up to his ops hood, and the caption was,
Yo, the guy, what's the dude, the Water Wire? He keeps reaching out.
Jam? OTF Jam is reaching out to you?
Yeah. We're going to do some content.
What's he talking about?
You don't even want to know.
Really?
He pointed the finger at somebody around us.
What?
That's a fact.
Who?
Who? Who else?
Shut the fuck up.
What?
Come on.
All right.
I don't buy it.
He's setting it up. They're going to call me over the next couple of days.
Really? Isn't he?
Right.
But he's in the feds and he's reaching out to you.
He's reaching out to me.
Wow. That's intense.
Second time.
What's going on with Hassan Campbell?
He's been attacking our guy Kilogram. Kilogram did a diss record on him though.
Who's that?
Called it Idea. Kilogram. Put him up. Kilogram. He's out of New Jersey. He was violating Kilogram. I had to tell him like, bro, you can't keep going for that. There you go. That's Kilogram right there.
Okay.
Better Not Lie podcast out of Jersey. Yeah. He rocking with the exposers now. He's in class.
And so wait, what happened with him and Hassan then?
Hassan was violating because he brought this dude's name up. Hassan didn't want to talk about. And
all right, here we go. King Yeller.
King Yeller. Shit out of dude. And Kilogram's a Muslim. And, he looked up to Hassan a little bit because he helped him out, helped him get his monetization. But Hassan sent me a text and said, yo, you trying to take my punching bag.
What's that mean?
Talking about Kilogram.
He's his punching bag? Like he just picks on him or what?
And once Kilogram saw that, he went in on him.
Oh, so he wasn't feeling that?
Bad.
Really?
Yeah, at the point of no return.
Wow, that's ugly.
King Yellow's fake robbery.
Well, look at King Yella, Lil Durk's artist, Chucky and DJ bands. Look at this DJ bands. That's not right.
He was kicked out of Chief Q's show in Atlanta.
I don't even know what this ugly ass Crayola face is talking about, but this just kind of cut my ass real quick. Wait, I wanted to ask you though, what's going on with the Lil Zay Osama investigation? What do you think is going on with him?
Yo, didn't I just run some? Who is this dude again?
Lil Zay Osama is a rapper from Chicago. He got caught with a switch in New York and ended up getting a year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we looking into him. Something ain't looking right. We got all this paperwork.
What's the part that's not looking right? 1090 Jake put out a video earlier basically saying that because he has a minimal criminal history prior to this, that it's not that surprising.
1090's dumb.
Oh, really?
We got his whole rap sheet.
Okay.
Dude got caught with machine guns prior to.
Uh-huh.
He was on probation out here in California. He had like 2 gun cases prior to, serious gun cases, right? And then get caught with a switch in New York City.
Left it in the Uber.
They giving you 3 to 5 mandatory for a regular gun.
Mm.
You get caught with a switch. You got prior cases to get caught with machine guns up in Illinois. Hold on, bro. We got the content.
We got the response from Lil Zay Osama that I can read.
What, on us?
Well, I'll just go to the 1090 Jake video because I know he has it at the end.
I think Lavish provided that. There we go, right here. Look, we got to work.
So that's the paperwork, but that's
this
necessarily.
is,
Okay, here's his statement that he put out. He said, "Stop believing everything you hear or see on the internet. You really think you can get 30 years for a switch? Hell no. I don't care what state you in. Facts, but switches is dangerous and carry 3 or 4 years, maybe less, depending on your background. But they become a problem in a lot of cities, so it might be worse for you. Different strokes for different folks. I caught a blessing. Don't look at my situation and think you need a switch because it can end bad for you. Stop playing with snitching for real. Have 1090 Jake look up my switch case in New York."
Okay.
What about that is factually incorrect?
Let's go prior to January 24th. 2024, a grand jury sit in Eastern District of New York returned 2-count indictment, right? Charging Dukes with possession of a machine gun in violation of 18 U.S.C. and possession of unregistered firearm in violation of 26 U.S.C. That's that one, right?
Sounds like the switch case.
That's that one, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we scroll down here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what could you potentially discover that would make you sure that he told?
Okay, watch this. All right. In 2022, Duke was convicted in Illinois of unlawful possession of a firearm, right?
Okay.
And sentenced to 1 day of incarceration, right?
Uh-huh.
In that case, he was a passenger in the car with evading the police officers trying to stop it, right? For a traffic infraction, right? After the officers ended their pursuit, the car collided with another vehicle. Duke was arrested after fleeing, and police officers found 2 firearms in the car. So everybody gonna get a gun too, all right? All right, watch this. In 2023, prior to 2024, Duke was convicted in California for evading a peace officer, felony. He was sentenced to 1 day in custody, another one, and 2 years of probation. Duke's term of probation is set to expire April 2025, which means when he get caught with this switch, right? He's on
probation.
He's on probation, right? Hold on, we got some. All right, watch this. In addition, in Illinois, in 2023, he was charged with possession of a loaded machine gun, theft of stolen goods exceeding 10,000, but not more than 100,000, and possession of a firearm, right, with a defaced serial number. Everybody know you got caught with a machine gun and another firearm with the serial numbers go. We got double fed up. This 2023, right? Right? 2023, this happens. Then you come to California in 2023, catch evading the police, catch probation. Then in 2024, you go to New York, a state that's serious about guns, get caught with a switch, and get 14 months in the feds? Hey, listen, man. Hey, I ain't gonna say it. Y'all heard it. I got to work. I will put the work up, right? Just so you know, you can read whose paperwork that is.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay?
Yep.
At the end of the day, when people see these type of things, boom, 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 and you end up with 14 months, you done already just previously got caught with a machine gun and another blick with the serial numbers scraped off, that's feds. Then you come to California, catch evading, and then you get a probation state on it, a probation situation. Then you go to New York and get caught with a switch. New York giving you 3 to 5, man, for a 6-shot 38.
So are you going to be able to provide anything that really...
I'm going to put the work up. Dude need to show us how are you keeping from catching the time you supposed to catch when anybody else is caught with these things. Crip Mac got caught with a gun that didn't even work.
A ghost gun.
And got 33 months.
Yeah.
He ain't never got caught with a gun prior to a machine gun, guns with the serial numbers.
But he had all kinds of gun cases.
Yeah, but he went to the pen.
Right.
This dude he ain't doing no time. Crip Mac went to the pen. He's not doing no time. And the first time he does some time, 14 months on a switch after you just got caught with a machine gun and another pistol with shaved serial numbers in Illinois in 23.
Yeah, I mean, it does. I mean, just the year for the switch sounds like a lot less than we're used to hearing people get.
Hey, look, man, go on somewhere. If you're going to get mad about it, get mad at yourself first.
Does it ever feel like a weird pastime for you, though, to be like basically creating beef with all these different rappers?
It ain't no beef. If you got a beef, the truth can never be considered disrespect. If you got beef with me reading your paperwork that's public record, then that's on you.
Hey, man. I think I did Lil Zay Osama's first interview. I'm a fan. I think his music is good. So I hope that he perseveres through this, and I hope that he's able to stay on the right side of the exposers.
I mean,
You're not saying that there's much hope? You think it's pretty much a done deal?
Yo, listen, they still digging. You know what I'm saying? The research team is doing their thing.
How do they dig? Do a lot of Googling or what?
No, they go right into the system.
Okay.
Yeah, they go right into the system. Look, it's one of the research team. Bam, see that?
Okay.
Yeah,
that's the paperwork that you just...
That's paperwork, yeah. It's work everywhere on everybody. See, that's more work.
Right.
Look, that's Big Meech work. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's work. We got work. That's the paperwork with Big Meech's name really in it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. If dude get mad, I don't care about no nigga getting mad at me. If it ain't looking right, then prove that it's right. Prove me wrong.
Hey, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't like the fact he need to change the Osama.
Why?
Because it's only Zoe Osama. Only thing we recognize too close to nephew.
What about Osama bin Laden?
I mean, we didn't kill him already. He dead.
Yeah,
Obama knocked him down.
Everybody interviews the guy who kills him or who killed him.
Oh, is that right?
Vlad just had him on. Joe Budden had him on a while back.
Thought that was SEAL Team 6, wasn't it?
He may have been part of that, but the guy who actually fired the shot that took him out, he's a podcast regular.
Is he?
Yeah, he's out here doing it. Much respect, honestly. That's a bad guy. We can all agree that's a good body. That's a clean kill.
You think he was the one responsible for everything?
For sure.
Or you think he's just the one identified?
I mean, he took credit for it, so if you claimed it, you got to go.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. Okay, so what else we got going on here? What was this debate that you had with Big Meech's nephew about if Big Meech snitched? Where are we at on that?
I read the work.
What's Big Meech's status in the streets? Is this a common understanding of who he is?
I mean, Big Meech, I look at Big Meech as a hustler. I don't look at Big Meech as a gangster. It's nothing like that. He's a hustler. Everybody salute him on what he did to go get his bag, but, the paperwork is there. Shout out to Cuffy. Shout out to St. Louis. And at the end of the day, we know how to read between the lines.
So you feel like his name is no good in these streets? He's free?
No, I wouldn't trust him far as I could throw him.
Really? And you think he got out because he told? Or is this unrelated?
No. I know why he came home early. You know, he came home early because of Trump reduced the levels when it came to the drugs, the drug situations. But he made an attempt. You know what I mean? And I got the paperwork that says the FBI in 2010 or 2011 identified Big Meech as being the one that orchestrated a drug deal between Cuffy and a Mexican cartel member that he met in the Michigan County Jail. They identified that Big Meech is the one that coordinated the deal. When you in the federal penitentiary and you get caught coordinating the deal, you already in there for these type of charges, that's a guaranteed 10 years, mandatory, extra. It spells it out in the paperwork that Big Meech coordinated the deal between the drug cartel member and Cuffy from inside the federal penitentiary. But he was never charged.
Do you feel like this is just being kind of breezed past by most members of the media and people in the community? Because he's popular enough that it doesn't feel like people are eager to out him.
This is the only paperwork you're going to find with his name on it tied to a situation.
Okay.
Everything else is just a chick. And he's going to say, well, that's her, right? And we use our mind. We ain't stupid. We know who tied to what, who doing what, whatever. But this paperwork right here spells out that the FBI identified that Big Meech is the one that orchestrated the drug deal and the transaction between this individual, the cartel member, and Cuffy.
Wow.
He orchestrated from inside the federal penitentiary. But he was never charged with orchestrating the drug deal.
Really?
He was never charged with conspiring it. You got to ask yourself why.
Damn, it feels like he's been kind of quiet since
you
he
want
got
to
out
work?
too, right?
Okay.
He's a little too old for me.
I mean, you know, work is a work. I mean, people ask me questions. They ask me questions, I read it, and they say, well, Wack, based upon what you read and what you think, and I tell them what I think. That's it.
I love it for you. I just don't really know that that's my specialty. I feel like it goes a little outside of my usual realm of expertise.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're a white dude.
I can rely on other people to read the paperwork.
The exposures, we got it.
The exposures even. Can I join? Should I join?
I mean, you're an honorary exposer.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I'm
Is
saying?
it a black-only organization?
Huh? No.
No whites?
Not at all. No, we're an American organization.
Okay, right. What are you going to do about Ray J getting shot at? People tried to kill him. Should we watch the video of him talking about it? I don't think I've actually watched it yet.
He told you tried to kill him?
Well, this is out here in the streets.
Shoot me and tried to kill me, nigga. And you want me to apologize, nigga? F you. Niggas just tried to shoot me and tried to kill me, nigga. And you want me to apologize, nigga? F you.
What is he talking about?
The greatest to ever do it.
So you think this is a play?
I just think all the blogs are talking about it.
Right.
What did he say?
That people tried to kill him and that
Who tried to
somebody
kill
wants
him?
him to apologize?
Who tried to kill him and where?
I don't know. He didn't specify.
And for what?
I don't know.
But they're talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Damn, we good.
Okay, but at a certain point, getting attention, like I feel like the internet, you know that old saying, any publicity is good publicity?
Always.
Have we advanced enough as a society that we can admit that that is obviously not true?
No, that's definitely true.
How is that true?
Because it makes people look your way. That's why people do it.
Okay.
They do it with my name all the time, your name all the time. They'll put our name in a title. I'll see my name in titles, whatever. They click it. It has nothing to do with it.
I just don't know that that's good.
I don't know. I mean, I don't do it.
Okay.
I don't do it.
Spiffy Luciano. If it comes out that indeed our snitching theories are accurate, how is that good for his career or whatever?
What career does he have?
Exactly. But his chance at having a career in the future, I would say, is essentially destroyed if by that.
Every time he wants to open his mouth, somebody going to say something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's why I don't understand these people that know they got these skeletons in their closet. I don't know why they go playing. You know what I'm saying? You know you got these skeletons. You know, you seen the picture. I seen the picture of them whooped on, beat up bad.
Who?
Spiffy.
There's a picture of him where he got beat up bad?
What?
He's faking, pretending that he was like running through the 60s trying to find Brick Baby.
He ain't running through nothing.
He ain't doing shit. But I just feel like that is so obviously not true. Like Ray J, Okay, the idea that somebody tried to kill him or he got shot at or whatever, it's not really like bad for his career because
That's your man.
that's him. Oh, that is him.
That's your man's.
Yeah, what'd they do? Why'd they beat him up so bad?
I don't know. He got beat bad.
Have you heard that he's from multiple hoods as well?
I heard he was trying to claim grape and then trying to claim a blood gang, and they say the grapes whooped on him. I don't know how true.
I heard he got put off Grape Street, but I don't know if that's
I ain't
true
never heard him being a gang member. Gang from a set.
Spiffy Luciano.
I don't know.
Grape Street. I apologize to all my good grapes out there for involving you in this, but yeah, I'm not really seeing a lot. Yeah, it's all recent stuff. I don't know if that is true. It's been kept off the internet pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
Look how many people are making videos about Spiffy running around pretending to be a gangster. It's really kind of
Who's gonna get himself hurt for nothing?
Yeah.
Don't even make sense. You know, all he got to do is just live a spiffy life.
A spiffy life. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, all publicity is not good publicity. That's just the one point I wanted to make.
I mean, you know, depending on what you're trying to do. You're trying to get somebody to look your way, to talk about something else, promote something else, and it is what it is. They do it all the time. They use my name, they use your name a lot. You know, people say things, do things. It is what it is.
I mean, in the porn world, over here at Only Plug Talk, you know, it's like a lot of times bad publicity does assist us with Plug Talk because we'll get like negative attention, but it still leads people to sign up. On the other end of the spectrum, though, if you're a rapper and you get the shit beat out of you, you're going to get publicity. This is not good publicity. This is bad publicity. Even if it causes a brief uptick in your streams, in the long run, your image is important. And if you get the shit beat out of you, that's bad for your image, right?
Yeah, I mean, it all depends. Like, you know, if somebody jumped out on you, and I seen one dude get jumped out on by 2-3 people,
right?
And he didn't run and he stayed down and squabbled up, I don't think it'd be bad publicity for him. But if he's a dude that balled up, tried to run, somebody been talking crazy, and they caught up with him, yeah, then I get it.
No, for sure. I mean, XXX Tentacion, he had like arguably the most legendary knockout clip ever
in San Diego.
Didn't really affect his career.
Disrespecting the homies.
Yeah, but either way, you know, that was one of the first times I really seen a rapper get the shit smacked out of him, knocked out on stage. It didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. Nobody gave a fuck. But he's a SoundCloud rapper. You know, it's kind of different. If he had been like some super gangster rapper, it might
would have been a bad situation.
Probably would have been bad. Yeah. If that happened to Blueface, it'd be bad.
What?
If he got knocked out on stage in the same situation.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Team too strong.
Yeah.
Bodine ain't going for that. Zilla them they ain't going for that.
But it's also like X had enough motion that it just didn't really slow shit down. But then on the other hand, what's his name? Shy Glizzy. Remember he got his chain took?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never really heard anything about him after that, right?
It was over with.
Yeah, it was pretty much over.
Yeah,
and that was just a chain took. It's not.
It was. I mean, but then again, a lot of these people, if they keep working at their music, I think a lot of it fades out. Academics did a clip, and he was real. You're like, yo, we just want to listen to music. Don't tell us. We ain't sliding. Y'all slide. We can care less. We can care less what y'all do. We don't care who doing what.
But there's a lot of rappers where their whole value proposition to the fans is basically like, I'm tough, I'm hard, I'm the most gangster motherfucker ever. And people listen to their music because they're saying a bunch of tough shit and they kind of believe it. And then something happens that makes people say, oh, he's actually not gangster at all.
You know how many gangsters in the graveyard?
Yeah. But I'm saying the fans like that. The fans love King Von because it's believable. If they found out that everything about King Von was a lie, I mean, I would assume his streams would probably take a dive. Granted, he's dead, so he's kind of insulated from that. But, you know, generally speaking, it's tough. When you're like the most gangster rapper ever and then you get exposed for snitching, we've seen that claim many careers.
I don't think these days it will.
I feel like it has a pretty negative effect, though. And if you can survive that, you're up there. You're top notch.
Gunna came back 5 times bigger. He wasn't selling out arenas before he snitched.
Yeah, but I also feel like Gunna's whole thing was like, I dress cool and I drink lean and I'm kind of swaggy. I'm friends with Thug. Granted, that's
So
not
snitches that
the
dress
thing.
cool and drink lean and got swag is cool.
I don't think Gunna was popular because he was like super gangster, even though he was from a gang out in Atlanta, I
Never
believe.
declared the game.
Yeah. But I don't think people really like, and granted, like, as much as his career may have survived, it's not like it's been easy.
He's doing good for himself.
He's doing all right. I mean, that's the question. Who's doing better, Gunna or Lil Baby?
Lil Baby just dropped today, 5 a.m.
That's the whole question is, can Lil Baby kind of, with Thug getting out, can Lil Baby sort of reclaim some of that energy that he had prior?
I mean, it ain't about Thug getting out. Thug gonna do Thug, Lil Baby gonna do Lil Baby.
But I think Thug considers it his responsibility to turn Lil Baby back up.
I don't think anybody needs to turn Lil Baby back up.
Should slow down.
Lil Baby just, well, he just let a song go today called 5 a.m. breaking down, where he been. He said he was going through some things.
He said he had the two worst years of his life, or like a couple of the worst years of his life, which is crazy because you'd think that his life would have been a lot harder before he was successful. But, he's probably still making a shitload of money, even if his music's not popping off like that. I don't know exactly.
Who says his music not popping off?
I would say that's the general consensus of the fans.
I don't believe that.
Do you think that Lil Baby's career is in as good a place now as it was 3 years ago?
I think his
You're
career,
on methamphetamines.
There you go, right there. I think Lil Baby's career is where it is.
I don't think that like his
32 million, he ain't lost.
I don't think his YouTube numbers are going to tell the whole
His
story.
top 5, 343 million, 1.5 billion, 719 million, 1.1 billion, 771 million. Man, listen, man, you can't take nothing away from Lil Baby, man.
Right. And I mean, well,
Can't take nothing away from
look
him.
at this. He didn't even drop a video on his channel for 9 months. Now, granted, it
Probably took some time
it
off.
feels a little goofy to be saying that somebody fell off when they do 12 million views on a video. This one has been out for like a day. It's got almost 1 million views.
That's 5 a.m. That just came out today. That's what I'm saying.
I feel you. But I do feel like, generally speaking, Lil Baby has kind of fallen off in the eyes of the fans.
How can somebody fall off?
He's not as popular as he was previously. Look at
His
this.
popularity ain't went nowhere.
Look at this cloud
If he walks
chaser.
down the street, wherever he goes,
Luista.
a slew of people.
The unforeseen downfall of Lil Baby's
Man,
career.
we don't know who
500,000
that
views.
is.
I do. But Lil Baby is lost and confused. 346,000
where?
views. Look at.
Where's he lost? Where's he lost?
Look at even this. Academics. Academics on beef with Lil Baby after pointing out Painted Nails, Baby's new music flopping.
Yeah, but I've been hating on Lil Baby for 2 years.
But it's not just made up.
Listen, the last thing I saw Lil Baby doing is he brought a whole strip ball in his neighborhood and was gutting it.
The rise and fall of Lil Baby's rap career. Now, I'm not saying that this
Where
is
has
like
it
definitive.
failed?
I'm just saying that it's been a little tough. Look, even Joe Budden, Lil Baby's career is over again. This is a
Where
fan titling
has
it that way.
Where did it fall?
It felt like he was at a different level.
He took some time off.
Yeah, why did he take some time off?
Because he wanted to. He's a man with children. He got a woman. He looked like he been getting into real estate, right? He regrouping. He came off a major tour.
I think he seems like a great guy.
He took some time off.
I like him.
It was a lot going on in Atlanta. Hold on.
I think
There's
you're delusional.
a lot going on in Atlanta. He had to clean up his backyard probably, make sure he checking his trap. But at the end of the day, wherever Lil Baby go, he demands attention. He just dropped a song. It's getting traction. It's already at 1 million.
You sound like you work for him. You
No,
sound
that's
like a
just real
consultant.
talk. NBA YoungBoy dropped a joint. It been 2 weeks. Barely did like 2 million. He should do that in two hours.
He's locked up.
It don't matter. That even really makes it go. So what we talking about?
But
Lil Baby almost had an M.
But YoungBoy
The first
drops
day.
with no promotion, no nothing.
What Lil Baby did too.
Look at this.
What Lil Baby promotion?
All these videos, 1.5, 1.7. Now, granted, YoungBoy, I'm not going to say he's falling off,
Bro.
but it's slowing down a little bit.
He would do 2 million in 2 hours.
Hey, he just dropped like 7 videos at the same time. They
No,
all
what
got
I'm
like
saying
almost
is-
2 million views.
Well, he's still doing his thing, but like, show me where Lil Baby's falling off. Y'all sound stupid.
You
Where's
want
he falling off?
look at
He got booed somewhere?
Google Trends.
What?
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're searching Lil Baby. Boom. You ever use this? Lil Baby. Interest over time. What are we looking at? This is for lifetime.
I don't know who does this.
Okay, so look. This is the peak of his career was around November 2024. That doesn't sound right.
No, there we go, bozo. Let's keep moving. We getting off, nephew.
All right. But I figure
There you bozo.
Let us
you
know
went to that.
in the chat. You are the bozo.
You went to that.
Let
bozo.
us know in the chat.
The peak of his career was November 2024.
No, let's do let's do past 5 years. Look at Look at that. Look at all these peaks, and then look how it's kind of slowed down.
What do you mean? Bro, he just got back today.
Now, let's compare it to something. Let's compare it to Drake.
Drake, what are you talking about?
We can look.
Drake just came from the biggest rap battle in the world.
Look at this.
What are you talking about?
Lil Baby is the blue. Can you take us off the screen?
What are you talking about?
Lil Baby is the blue. Drake is the red. And look at how Drake battling with Kendrick is so much bigger than anything else that has happened in the last 5 years. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's all Kendrick.
Yeah.
Now, what's crazy is why would
you're not going to take credit for
why would you
Kendrick
go
effect.
like, oh, let's put Lil Baby against Drake? That's what white people do.
Who should we compare him to?
That's you know what I see? I see two superstars, two great black men.
Yeah,
that's what I see.
That's nice.
I see.
Okay, red is Blueface.
Okay.
So it looks like Lil Baby's been kind of dominating Blueface for the majority
Lil Baby's
of their
been dominating what he needs to do. What you're gonna do is try to keep.
I love Blueface. Shout out Blueface.
So won't you put Lil Baby against one of your little up and coming white artists?
Well,
we ain't got any.
If you want to see it for 5 years,
we don't have none.
Okay, Jack Harlow.
Yeah, we don't have any.
Let's see.
How about that?
See.
Yeah, compare them to that.
Okay, see.
Oh, what? Huh?
Lil Baby or
Lil
Jack
Baby
Harlow's had a few moments where he's kind of surged past somebody. This seems accurate.
Yeah, let's put him up against the Wyoompies. Stop trying to put him up against the brothers.
This is the Wyoompies. White
the
people?
from the Caucasus Mountains, the Canaanites.
Okay.
That's what
Why do you decide to turn into Captain Cesariak from time to time?
That's just what that is. At the end of the day, you want to say a man is falling off because he took some time to himself to regroup. He come off a major tour, came out of great album sales.
Look at
what you talking about?
Look at Wack 100 versus Lil Baby.
What are you
You're the
about?
red line, and he's the blue.
Yeah, I'm not a rapper.
Okay, but now we're really gonna get down to brass tacks.
I'm not a rapper.
Adam 22 versus Wack 100. Let's see who's got the better Google Trends line. Oh, man.
What do you mean?
Well, actually, we're pretty close together for most of it.
And you do porn.
But look at how the Jason Love thing is like so much bigger.
And Jason Love,
Wait,
you already know what that was. You getting clout from your wife.
Yeah, I know.
That's wife clout.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a nice spike.
Yeah.
You like that?
Wack 100 right there with you. I'm all right, right? Yeah.
Wait. 2004 to present. Let's see if this is. Oh, yeah.
2004.
See, look, we barely even exist, both of us, until right around here.
Yeah.
Damn, look at that spike.
Shout out to Lil Baby, man.
This actually kind of reminds me of Jason Love right here.
I mean, you know, shit. That's
Big
your
old
visual.
dick.
That's your visual.
It's more
man.
of like a pointy thing. Damn, look how much more lit I am. Like, even if, like, after, like, this, like, the effect afterwards kind of seems like it's.
That is what we call bad publicity. Yeah. How about that one?
Wait, let's just go back to the past 5 years. Yeah, see, like, look at how it's kind of like sustains itself a little bit. Not the whole way, but interesting. I love the Google Trends thing. I'm sorry. I find this very fascinating.
The 100 show is moving. YouTube channel. We're doing great.
I see you from time to time. You're doing decent numbers. Yeah,
You're doing all right.
Basically, like a big Zoom call.
What?
Well, it is.
You're gonna always find something because I'm doing something a little different.
Well, but you are using Zoom, right?
No.
What do you use? Discord?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
What?
I'm not using Discord either.
What do you use to get all the little cameras on the screen like that?
StreamYard.
StreamYard?
Yeah.
I never heard of
And
it.
it goes straight to my YouTube.
Interesting.
So I give people the link to the StreamYard. You can come up. Everybody else is just on my YouTube. It connects.
So you'll hop on there for a couple hours, make some content.
We be on there like 3 hours. It'd be like 3,000-4,000 people. I ain't got nothing but 32,000 subs. 32,000 subs. That ain't bad to have 4,000 people in there. As soon as it goes off, it'd be like 19,000
Is
strong.
that being streamed onto Clubhouse at the same time? Or is
No.
it totally separate?
Totally separate.
Okay.
What they do, they take it after I'm done, and then they'll go run it on Clubhouse.
I'm supposed to stream tomorrow. It occurs to me that, like, I could be on stream, do a bit of Clubhouse chatting while I'm on stream, have some conversations with people, have that be part of the stream on YouTube.
You definitely could do it.
We could do that?
Yeah.
Clubhouse works on the browser, not just on the phone?
Yeah.
It does. Interesting. Maybe I'll go in Rockstar's room.
That'll be a disrespect.
Is it?
Yeah,
That's me switching sides.
that's some bullshit.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie though. When I went on your room, it was polite, which I appreciate, but it was like a lot of the questions were kind of like, "How'd you get to where you are now? How's it feel seeing another dude f your wife?
That wasn't a lot of that.
What's up with Brick Baby?" You know, it's kind of like questions I'm sort of used to being
No,
asked.
it wasn't a lot of that. It was actually some pretty cool questions.
It was respectful, but it wasn't like we weren't really getting to anything that I would consider like clickbait worthy.
The Sharp content got kind of crazy.
You guys been
pissed
talking about
off.
him too?
Yeah, he's pissed off about it.
Why?
You
He's
didn't
pissed off about everything.
You didn't hear what you said, what they said? They was like, fuck Sharp, he ain't from San Diego.
Oh,
They
shit.
got to talking crazy. You
I
called
don't
him out his
even remember.
name about 18 times.
I called him another name?
You called him all kind of
Dull.
stuff. Yeah.
Or butter knife.
We're going to rerun the content. I'm about to send it to you.
Okay, that'll be good. Yeah, I got nothing else to say about Sharp. He's I got some funny
Sharp's
updates for
getting
you.
kind of dull.
Butter knife.
That was, yeah.
We changed his knife to his name Butter Knife.
And then he shows up knowing when everything shut down.
I know, right?
What was that, 11 o'clock at night?
You want to know the funny part though?
What?
Nah, I can't tell you. I'm gonna let him tell the world.
What?
I'll tell you off camera. But it was a good episode. I appreciate it. I like seeing myself kind of soar above you on the Google search terms right there. Where's you knocking out the white guys on the Google trends? I feel like that was like huge. Stitches was huge, but the internet wasn't big enough. If the Stitches thing happened right now, you would have a Jason Love style spike on yours.
Yeah, but that's you riding off your wife's cloud.
Eh.
That was the bad publicity.
You know what AOB means, right?
Nah, I don't know what that is.
You know?
Nah.
We get all out of bitch.
Damn, you pimping your wife?
I've made it far in my life, at least in part, thanks to her.
You made it far of your life by pimping your wife. Bars.
When are you going to do a song with me? I'll come out of rap in retirement for you.
I rapped my first song the other day.
Shut up.
I did on my StreamYard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you didn't get in the booth and actually do
No,
it?
no. Because they was asking me if I ever rapped. I said, yeah, I did a song when I was in prison, got out, and my baby mama heard it, told me I was trash and threw it out the window. So they asked me if I remembered any of it. Geechee and AD and everybody was on there. Lush.
If you do a song with AD before you do a song with me, problems. You don't want those kind of problems. You taking this as a challenge?
You can't out-rap me, Adam.
I have more experience than you.
You think so?
And more life experience.
Are you stupid?
Oh, I went
You
to
go
prison.
from BMX to podcasting and getting high.
I don't even get high anymore. Well,
That's it.
I don't get like
You
fully
ain't
high.
been through nothing. You living the life of a white guy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
A white guy with oversized poodle.
The white guy and the pyro. Another episode. Let us know what you
the
think.
rooster and the 22ster. Listen, man.
Like Michael already sent me a picture of me showing you my belly.
What the? Yeah, I ain't fucking with that. I didn't see none of that. I never looked your way.
Got a nice.
Shout out, yo, go cop that 5 a.m. by Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? Hate it or love it, he's still on top.
That
That's
way.
a fact. Documentary 3 coming.
Really?
He in there working.
Let's get that episode with Chuck.
Chuck Taylor.
Let's do that. He doesn't want to overexpose himself on podcasts, huh?
I don't know. You never know what game's doing for game.
I think like Vlad kind of seemed like he had a plan that he was gonna like really have Game on there like every other week.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen him on there in a few months.
He's Vlad trying to get him back up there. You know, one thing about Game gonna do what Game want to do.
Right.
Regardless of whoever.
Right.
Nobody's ever going to dictate, control. Game's gonna do just when you think you got him going your way, you'll look up and he went the other way.
I obviously have people that I would love to get on the podcast all the time, but I really respect people who are wise enough to realize that you kind of like control the supply and demand for your personality and your content. And if you're the kind of person who just goes on every rinky-dink podcast every week, it quickly makes it so it's hard for people to give a fuck. Whereas,
Yeah,
I was talking to Ack the other day, he barely will go on anybody's podcast. And as a result, he's telling me some of the offers he gets of people like trying to pay him to go on podcasts, and it's kind of impressive. So
no.
you create that scarcity and it makes your voice more valuable, sometimes perhaps in literal terms.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Okay. Adam and Wack, smack the like button, drop a comment, and we'll be back next week with more
That's for sure.
incredible content and incredible diapers. Happy birthday to my fucking 4-year-old.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Parker.
Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Josh's kids go, buck, buck, chicken, in between the happy birthdays.
Bob chicken.
Buck, chicken. I'd never heard that before.
Yeah, I've never seen that in the black household.
Okay.
Do you guys eat Negro cake?
I'll have to ask.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. Appreciate y'all. Wow.